I can't spread my wings 'cause I'm indoors. Social moths.
And welcome to Social Moths, the podcast where we flutter awkwardly towards the glow of human connection. I'll do that again. Hello and welcome to Social Moths, Hello and welcome to Social Moths, the podcast where we flutter awkwardly towards the warm glow of human connection. I'm Amy Mason.
I'm Harriet Dyer.
I'm also Amy Mason.
We're trying to get out more. Please come with us.
Come with us down the tunnel of...
Come with us to sing God's praises.
What
Join
the
with
hell
us.
are you
Do
singing?
remember that?
No.
Do you remember cauliflowers, fluffy and rhubarb?
Yeah, I forgot about that. That one.
That was a banger.
I don't know that one. I had down at the bottom of the garden.
No, that's Poddington P. That's not your. That's the Poddington Peas theme tune, not your theme tune. Your song from Harvest Festival.
I have. I think if I had a theme tune, it would be the Frog Song by Paul McCartney.
We said this the last episode.
And I'm just reminding people.
You can't have it when it's the theme tune to beat the frog.
Why not?
Bam, 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 bam.
Anyway, what you been up to? Have we been social this week?
What week is it? I went to IKEA with Sally Ann Hayward.
That sounds fun. What about you?
I had my daughter's 7th birthday party.
Oh, that sounds like hell.
It was, what I did is I got somebody, my daughter's friend's mum runs art workshops, so I got her to come and do an art activity with the children.
Oh, what did they do?
Made little cats that went in little folded beds, and it was so sweet. And even the children who are quite like runny aroundy, they all sat really quietly and did it, and it was so sweet. My plan for children's birthday parties is always to try and make the children be as quiet as possible.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand it. If they make any noise, I have to go in another room.
I encourage chaos.
I hate it. I can't stand it.
Pay someone else. Get a bouncy castle.
Get some onions.
Did I show you the picture of Peppa Pig that came to my daughter's that had like manged leg tights and the head was concave? Like, you know when Peppa Pig's obviously got a round head, but like she'd obviously put the hood on, and as she put the hood on, she'd squashed Peppa's head in at the side. It was quite horrendous. It really was terrifying.
This is a very good for the topic of the podcast about being sociable and getting out into the world. In lockdown, when we couldn't have parties, it was my daughter's 4th birthday, the older one, and her 3rd birthday I'd been in hospital. So I'd always said, oh, your 4th birthday party, I'm going to make it amazing. And then it was bloody lockdown. So I was like, what am I going to do? Because I've got to make it good. So we had, in our front garden of our house, we had me and my 2 kids and their dad. And then I got our neighbours to lend us their front garden because we had a little fence in between. So we had 4 more people in their front garden because it's when you were allowed to do that. And then I got my friend's daughter, who was a teenager who wanted to do musical theatre. I bought her from Amazon like an Elsa costume, and I got her to walk along the pavement backwards and forwards singing "Let It Go," throwing glitter. It was so cute. It was really cute. It was lovely.
I know what I was meant to tell you, but I thought about it just then. You know Peppa Pig? Sorry, going back to the concave head. Peppa Pig's brother, George, has got hearing loss.
Oh, just like you, Harriet.
Does he have hearing aids?
Yeah, he's getting hearing aids fitted and everything. Isn't that
Aww,
lovely?
just
You
like
and
you.
Peppa Pig's brother, George.
I've never watched it.
I don't think you need to.
I like that one. What's the one with the pusso grub?
I beg your pardon.
The Biff and Biffy Cairo.
Oh,
There's
no.
one where the cat eats mog. No, I don't know. I've merged some things, I think.
You've gone really wrong. You know, like when AI, like
I said this yesterday. I said to a friend, I've basically said that her boyfriend was my landlord, And then we
Are
looked.
you okay? You seem off your nut.
No, sometimes my brain's just full. Gets too full.
How do you empty it? How do you empty a full brain?
Well, you used to be able to just put it through some doors.
yeah, I know. We can't keep doing that,
Can't
Harriet.
keep doing
There's got
that.
to be a better way to do
Not
it.
anymore.
We can't live like this.
Yeah. So what's happening?
Well, she's had a party.
Mm.
What have you done? You went to IKEA.
I went to IKEA, had some lovely meatballs. I don't think I've done much actually. I've just been really busy gigging.
This is the problem, isn't it? You can't get anything done.
I had a tour show.
Yeah.
That was good.
How did it go? Good.
It went well. I had to drive there and back.
Where
and
was
I'd be
it?
Caution, Pound Arts,
Where the hell's that?
Southwest. I love an art centre. Art centre comedian.
You are an art centre. Yeah.
Art centre comedian. I loved it. And had a nice cup of tea, had a can of Coke. They had some nice, I love it when they have a bit of a spread in the green room.
Makes me sad when they don't even give you water. You know, when you go to
Larry
a
and
gig,
Manchester didn't even offer me a glass of water.
No.
That's naughty, that is.
And when places do, and it's just like a crusty old jug of tap water,
And it's got bubbles in it. And you think
Yeah.
that's been there for a week.
I just think, and also sometimes when you ask, you go, "Can I get a drink? If I give you the money, can you go to the bar and get me?" And they look at you like you've shit on their head.
Mm.
They go, "Well, I just want a drink. I just require some moisture."
Exactly.
I had a curry. I had my friends over, and we had a curry, and then we watched the Royal Rumble, which is wrestling. I've got well into wrestling now.
I used to love wrestling as a child.
Me too. What does
I-
that mean?
I had all the figures, the $1 million Bret the Hitman Hart,
Oh,
the
yeah.
British
See, I
Bulldog,
don't know
the
any
Dudley
of the old
Boys.
ones. I've only just got back. I've never been into it. So I've got into it like this year. And the Royal Rumble, I don't know if you're familiar with it, is when they get like 30 of the people, and they all come in at one. Is it 3 minutes? New one comes in, and it's the last one standing. But they did a women's one as well, and the women's one I would say was better than the blokes. It was mad.
I'd like to watch that. I used to
really
go to
good.
British wrestling when I was a child with my cousin and my aunt, and it was so low rent. And there was this one I fancied. He was Liverpudlian. He's called Bobby Brookside, and he had like long
Oh
hair.
my god!
And it was so low rent that they broke the stage, the wrestlers, because it was just such a little shitty plywood stage. They came and just smashed the whole thing through and had to stop.
What would your wrestling name be?
Oh,
And you, Harriet, what you going for?
Big Farmer.
Big Farmer.
Yeah, because I take a lot of mess.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a joke. I've got that joke in my show.
It's very good. Fatty deposit.
I like that fatty deposit.
Because that's what I've got in my eyes.
Have you got fatty deposit in your eye?
Yeah.
How have you ended up with the fatty deposit in your eye?
Well, if I do too long a journey, because I think I just must not blink.
I was.
when
Oh,
I
no.
drive.
When you were doing the intro, I was like, "Is she gonna blink in a minute?" I am worried about this. Dry
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, so now
burning like
I've now got
fire.
I was gonna say eardrops for my eyes, eye drops for my eyes. So yeah, I wasn't blinking, and then I said to the optician, I said, well, I have been wearing an eye patch on this. Well, she was so horrified
Why were you wearing an eye patch?
because this eye was so sore.
Uh,
But then she was like, well, then you're not seeing out. You know, half of the road isn't being looked at.
not half of the road. If I shut one eye, I don't lose half of my vision.
Yeah, but if someone's coming at me, from the
someone is
side,
coming at you
Driving with an eye patch. That's not. What would your wrestling name be?
I've always
I
been.
don't know. I'd like some kind of random, like the bulbous girl, the bulbous.
the
crumb-
clitonator.
The clit. No, because I'm not. Yeah, my finishing move could be just like a punch in the fanny. Yeah,
Like
I
when
that.
you-
Or like I lift someone up by the fanny and throw them down.
Put on your glove.
Oh, not even with the glove. What would your finishing move be?
What's my name again?
Bulbous fatty eyes.
Oh no, the
Fatty
fatty deposit.
deposits.
Uh,
Are you the giant farmer?
Big Farmer.
Big, fatty.
so yeah,
Or Megatron. I could be. They used to call me Megatron at school. Megatron.
Why Megatron?
I'm just
I'd
giant.
have, so from the front it would just look like my normal body, but then from the back, like you know them women like Cardi B that have massive
Massive BBL.
from the back, and then
And would that be your fatty deposit?
yeah, I'd then slap my bum. It would slide. It would all jiggle forward, and then I'd like knock it on some like because my friend said that she once licked a lady's business and then had to rest her tummy on her head. So mine
What
would.
has that got to do with the price of fish?
So that's what I would do. I'd jiggle my bum from behind to the front and then slap it up and knock it on someone's head.
Do you know there's a wrestler that does that?
See.
Kind of. Like she sits on the person and she bangs her bum on their head, and it's called the devil's kiss. So I think it's quite. I'd call it like heaven's snogs. Wouldn't mind a bum on my head. Thank you very much. Finish me off. That'd be what I would do. I don't think. Well, is that it? You've been to IKEA. You've had a party, and I've watched wrestling with my friends.
I walked. Right. Well, I felt like a terrible host. A couple of people came round and they all asked for. But I think this says more about the people that I have round want fucking herbal tea. And then I didn't have any herbal tea. Felt bad. And then we went for a walk around the harbour.
I don't think you should expect herbal tea. I think that's people. Is this the way the world's going, that we have
Who
herbal
were you having
tea?
herbal tea with? Who was this?
Who's
Well,
that?
just Emma and Phoebe come round and wanted herbal tea. I now have herbal tea.
Oh, you went out and bought it after?
No, I had it in my old place that I hadn't moved. I hadn't moved everything over.
Have you got a bed? No. Oh, because for those, Harriet's moved and doesn't have any, or didn't have any furniture.
Because I ordered the bed to the wrong address, and then I spent a whole day building a bed, and didn't put some certain screws in, lifted it up to move it, and the whole thing fell apart.
When I moved to Bristol, I came from Berlin. This is so classic, twatty Bristol person. I was living in Berlin, and then I worked for a criminal organisation. It's a long story, and
What?
yeah, it was like, you know, the Wolf of Wall
You
Street.
in the mafia?
No, you know the Wolf of Wall Street. Like, it was like they were selling shares that didn't exist. It's like a kind of
Sheds.
sheds that didn't exist.
Oh. Lindsay's got 6
I've got
sheds.
I've got 7.
She loves a shed. So yeah,
I do.
so they were selling shares that didn't exist. I worked for something like that, but in Berlin. But I didn't know it was that. I thought it was real, but it was a big scam organisation, and we got raided by the police. So I lost my job.
As you would do, yeah.
So I didn't.
Jingle all the way.
So I didn't have any. I didn't have any job. And then I was like, where should I move to? Because I'd left London to go to Berlin, and I was like, yeah, fuck you, I'm never coming back. Ugh, I'm going to Berlin now. And then I didn't want to go back to London. So I have friends in Bristol. So I called them. I said, can I move to Bristol? And they said, yeah. And I said, can you get me a bed? They said,
Were
you can
they
sleep
in
on our
charge of
floor.
Bristol? I like that
I
going,
said, I said, can I sleep on your floor? I said, yes. I said, can you get me a mattress? They said, yes. And I got there, and they'd got me a child's Lilo.
Hey, that's all right.
Oh, I'm 6 foot tall. It was
Are
awful.
you actually sit? I only ever see you sitting down.
She's
I
very
sit down
tall.
a lot.
I never see her standing up.
No.
She only ever floats in it like an ethereal egg.
I came to your party. I was
Yeah.
standing up.
She was very
I
upright.
thought you had heels on. Did
No,
you?
no, I didn't.
Are you
I
really
thought
that
you
long?
did as well.
No.
Wow, that's really long.
I never wear heels.
You should, because that's powerful. If you walked in a room and you had like 6-inch heels on,
You think it's powerful
No,
until
it
you see
is.
me and I look like Bambi on ice.
no, you need a good wedge heel, like a Spice Girl platform, and you need to control, because I would not fuck with you if you were 6'6". What's that face?
Oh, just thinking about them shoes, the ladies' version of sometimes of trainers that have that like that
No,
sort of,
you're having a conversation in. I know what you mean. I've seen them. That my friend used to have a pair. I
They're
just think they're really
revolting.
weird.
When I was a
Really weird.
teenager, my friend fell down the stairs at a party with platforms on, and broke it. It was it was in the 90s when these you're too young for this, faith wedge platforms were really fashionable. She fell downstairs and broke her heel and cried. Do you remember when people used to do that as a teenager? Sometimes on a night out, one of your friends would just cry and go insane about something.
Normally me.
So
Yeah,
she
I
was
think
just
it was
crying
me as well.
hysterically so much about breaking her heel all night long that forever after that she was called Sarah Shoe.
Sarah Shoe.
That's what everyone
What a
called her.
shit name.
I like
Sarah
it.
Shoe. I was called Helmet when I was at school because I used to spray. I used to sleep with my hair in a roller. My fringe.
because you had to wear a helmet.
No,
for your own
I used to
safety.
sleep with my fringe in a roller because I've got a cow's lick, so like I never want, and then I would spray it with Helmet and it would just dry really hard, and I had really hard, or sometimes helmet hamster because I had fat head. Yeah, it did look like a little. Yeah, I quite like that little nickname.
Once at a party, I remember we were listening to Creep by Radiohead. We were listening to Radiohead.
Oh, cool.
And I decided to spray loads of hairspray up my nose because I thought it would be like huffing solvents.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I know. It's real
Look
insight
at a
into my
sticky
teenagers.
nostril.
Is this really jingly and annoying, my bracelet?
No, not to me. Harriet, I'm worried about you. You're not your normal energetic self. Do you need a cup of coffee and a?
I don't drink coffee. What are we talking about here?
I don't know. Shall we do? What's the structure? We've talked about what we've done. We haven't done anything.
So every week on this podcast, we say we need to sort out the structure.
Hang on, because Rich is on the floor like a dog.
Get
up!
Every week we say we're going to have a structure. We've got a structure, by the way. We did work out a structure. And every week we say, this week is the one where we're going to stick to the structure and we're going to be ordered. And then this is what happens.
Yeah, you told me something that we're going to talk about and then we haven't talked about it. So I'm waiting for that.
Shall I tell you what the structure's meant to
No,
be?
because we've got the structure. We're going to do that.
Are we talking about jobs or what?
Yeah, but that's in the drawer of shame because the question is
I
there.
thought that's after.
No, that's not. I've lost my phone.
Right,
now.
the structure of this show is meant to be that we talk about what we've done during the week, our social lives. We talk about drawer of shame of things that people send us in about social faux pas during the week.
There was something else, wasn't there?
Can't
Shall I do the drawer of shame? Well, actually, this episode, well done everybody for writing in. We've managed to set up a Google Drive thing. Hooray! And people have written in. And
I thought we had a hacker at midnight, but because it said that someone from London was trying to get it, and I was like, why would anyone want to hack into this? So I put in the group chat, is anyone from London trying to get in? And then
to the drive.
no one replied. And then this morning, Lindsey was like, oh, that was me trying to get in.
So in our drawer of shame, and I'm opening the drawer of shame, all the moths are flying out. We've had somebody write in, Flo, hello Flo. And so she said, apologies, this isn't some insane confession or hilariously shameful experience. We're still happy to have you, Flo, we don't mind. But you did say
Florence, do you think that's short
Florence?
for?
Or Floella.
Is that a name?
Floella Benjamin.
Oh, she was wonderful.
Is she dead?
No.
I don't know.
Overflow. She's not
But
dead.
you did say we could ask for advice. I would love to know what jobs you all had before daring to throw yourself into comedy full time. And the advice of how to find the courage to change direction later in life and follow your dreams, even if they might be utterly shit. Now, I don't know if she's implying that we're shit, but still following our dreams, but I'm happy to... Also, she wants to know what the fans will be called of the podcast. She's
That's
suggested...
a wonderful question.
I like Flo. Thanks,
Yeah.
Flo. She's suggested Mothballers.
Oh, I think that's quite good.
Flo.
The
That's
ballers.
it.
Thanks, Flo. That's sorted.
Yeah.
That's such a great. Thank you, Flo. That's brilliant.
She's a 46-year-old rut dweller. Oh, that's
Rock dweller.
nice. Rut dweller.
What does that mean?
She's stuck in a rut because she's asking us what jobs we did and how we
Oh,
managed to find the
I
courage
thought she
to
was
become
under a
comedian.
rock.
She's under a rock.
I've been thinking about this lately. Is like, who's stopping us making a village underground?
Probably National Rail or
No,
something.
because you've got to get planning permission for the
the
up.
council.
Yeah, who's stopping me burrowing underground, making a village like the Fantastic Four?
Well, I imagine whoever owns the top of the ground also owns under the
Yeah, but
ground.
how would they know if I
Because
was
you'd be
underneath?
digging a fucking hole in it, Harriet. If I went in my
Oh,
garden
yeah.
and you were popping your head up like a little weasel, I'd be like, what you fucking doing?
I've got a cellar. I've got a really creepy cellar.
It's a Bristol thing because my friend Sally, she's at the
Yeah.
minute got rats underneath her and bookworms.
Are you telling me you want to live underground like a rat?
Well, in Sheffield, there's like if you're driving past somewhere, there's like these hatches and I think that's because there's an underground. See, Angela, but we need to talk to Angela Barnes about this. She's big into the bunker scene.
She's a good bunker. I think
she's a good bunker.
she's a good bunk. She does know about a bunker. I think that you two wouldn't last because you look like you'd be vitamin D deficient. That's just got.
You could talk with your blooming, you fake ginger lady.
Excuse me, I don't absorb the sun anyway, so I'd be fine. I'd just have some. Anyway,
I'll just
Flo
be
wants to know
translucent.
what jobs we used to do.
Oh,
I've had millions of jobs. I left school when I was 16. I've had hundreds of jobs. I used to have to I had arguments and ran away from so many jobs that I used to have to zoom past temping agencies in town because I'd just left jobs.
Sorry, I've got itchy leg.
I used to go to sleep, be hungover and go to sleep in the disabled toilet of my job near where you live. And then when my daughter was 10 months old, I decided to go and try stand-up comedy because I was miserable and I wanted to do it and I'd always wanted to do it. So I went out and did an open mic.
There you go. Just go and do it. What about you?
do you know Donkey Punch?
The film?
Yeah. You know that if Donkey Punch is a sexual thing.
Yeah.
But I thought, because my brother used to punch me like that and call it the Donkey Punch. So then I said to someone...
What do you mean like that for audio?
Stick his... Well, it's not really like a donkey.
Like half a swear, but like
Oh,
punching
yeah.
Like
with the
one
Sticking
knuckle.
knuckle.
the knuckle out.
Yeah.
And then he'd go Donkey Punch and then hit me in the arm. And then I'd go to people, oh, do you remember when your siblings would Donkey Punch you?
What's this got to do with you starting stand up?
Because I want to punch you. Because you were kicking me.
I never wanted a job when I was little. I couldn't be bothered. I got a job at Co-op and I never went.
What was when you were a kid, when you'd say, I want to do this when I'm older, what did you say?
I used to say I wanted to be a teacher, but I just said it because that was what was in front of me. It was normally the teacher going, what do you want to be? And then I would say I wanted to be a nurse because my mum was a nurse, but I didn't want to be any. I don't want a job.
Do you know what I think
wanna
is
do
really
anything.
interesting? That I remember standing by tennis courts with my granddad, and we were watching these people playing tennis. And because I like playing tennis, he was like, "Do you want to play tennis when you get older?" I was like, "No." He said, "Do you want to be an actor?" And I said, "No," because I wouldn't like somebody else writing the words. If I did acting, I want to write the words. Isn't that interesting? And that is basically what we do.
Well, my mum was saying this. This is totally similar but different. My mum was saying that when I was in primary school, the teacher had said Lindsay's handwriting's really bad and her spelling's really bad. And I'd apparently replied with, what does it matter? We're all going to be typing on computers in the future. And I was right. I was right.
What, so you foresaw computers?
No, there were computers existing. I didn't invent computers.
Yeah, in the
I
1800s.
could see, even when I was about 6, that we would probably be all typing on computers.
And we're going to watch the theatre in a
I found that
box.
And a
really
man will go in
difficult
space.
because when I was at uni, it was when we were I dragged, or maybe it was. No, I think I dragged my heels, but then when I was at uni, we were then I couldn't deny it anymore that I had to move to a computer, and I didn't understand. I was like, can I please just keep writing?
No, I loved computers.
I can't. My handwriting's awful. I find it really hard
I love
writing with my hands.
computers.
I've
I used
just
to go
got
on
the-
chat rooms and pretend to be a child.
Who did you used to pretend to be?
Travis Barker from Blink 182.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Travis Barker from Blink 182.
I
What?
forgot about
On your own? Did you used to pretend to be her?
Harriet, for context, used to go on to chat rooms and pretend to be Travis Barker from Blink, and then would get mad when people would say she wasn't.
How old were you? 32.
No, maybe 12.
12.
Were you on your own when you did that?
What do you mean?
Were you on your own? Were you with
You
friends?
can't have been 12 because I remember getting on the internet when I was about 15, and that was when the internet kind of came into its own. And you're older than me, so you were probably about 20.
No, because I remember the chair I sat on.
That doesn't help anything.
Yeah, because I was a child.
I remember the chair I sat on. I was a child.
What's that got to do with it? It's a
Because
good chair.
I remember that.
What was that, high chair?
She was in a pram.
I am Travis Barker.
With a dummy in my mouth.
All the small things are like me because I'm a baby.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually, because I think I was like, yeah, because I lent that album, not all the small things. What was it called? The Nurse was on the album looking sexy.
Oh, yeah.
I lent that when I was probably in the last year of school, yeah, so maybe I was like 15, 16.
Yeah,
16 maybe.
And you were on your own pretending to be him
Yeah.
at age 16 years
I
old.
used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
I think this also answers the question, why did you become a comedian? Because look at you.
Rude.
Rude.
But so Mum thought I'd be a nurse because she once burnt herself, and then I helped her. But then,
And if you didn't help her, what would you have been?
no, but once because I was very curious, I put fucking bleach in a face cream, and then and then she was like really badly hurt.
Why did you do that?
I was just experimenting. I didn't understand what the danger.
I nearly killed myself because I put bleach in the toilet and then put that Zaflora.
Butter.
No, not Zaflora. What's it
You mean
called?
that's Flora.
What's she saying?
Zoflora.
I thought you were being French.
Zaflora. I once put the bleach and the Zaflora in the toilet, but that's creates a reaction, and I was like, God, I've got a really bad headache, and I was like, I think I'm gonna die. And I can't remember. Is it like ammonia? It makes ammonia. Maybe I'm making that up, but
You made an experiment.
yeah. And then I looked on the internet. They were like, yeah, you can kill yourself from doing that. Don't do that.
I've had ammonia recently, haven't I? I've been moaning and moaning.
Anyway,
So,
jobs.
so, and then I wanted to be a chef just because I liked eating.
Yeah.
And then, but then, in primary school, there was this teacher. I don't know. I think because I always felt like I never really fitted in or whatever. And then there was this teacher, Mrs. Ratcliffe, that did. She did a drama club, and I just instantly just felt like at home and loved it. And then she'd always, because it wasn't paid for school, but it was quite religious. And then they always had a narrator, and I would be the narrator. And there was this parable that we did in the cathedral called "The Good Punk Rocker." And then I was on the train there was and then
It's like we were there.
so I did that. I remember there was beef with another school, and I was pissed off with this girl. But anyway, so then I didn't really know, but I just wanted to be an actor. But what was the question? Jobs.
How did you get into comedy?
Jobs and
What
comedy.
jobs?
When you did it how did you do it when you were older?
Well, my first, I had a job in a cattle market, directing. Oh, the paint's coming off that. Directing cows out of a field and into a
I
car
thought you meant
park.
like in a theatre.
What?
Like directing cows on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you talk about drama and then to cows. I was like, so cows, come here.
I think we're going right around the houses. I think the tip to if you want to do comedy when you're older is you just have to bloody do it. People say, well, how are you so confident? They think you're naturally born confident, and I was not.
No,
I
I was
just
painfully shy child.
Yeah.
Terribly shy. I only stopped working last year. I was working, but you can do comedy in your spare time. You don't have to quit your job to do comedy. It depends what job you've got, and also if you've got a job that's a bit would look down on you doing comedy, just have a stage name. I think get a stage name, because if people Google you, you will not come up then.
And shall I tell you what? You go and do an open mic where there are like 15, 20 comedians. A lot of them will be really bad, and you will get a lot of confidence.
Yeah. Also, I think you've got to realise you're doing comedy is that you will be shit. You will be shit. Nobody goes on and is fantastic. Everybody's shit,
Yeah.
and you just got to get used to being shit.
Yeah, and everyone always I think everyone talks about it too much and just doesn't do it. And I thought that you had to write a new set for every single gig you did, so I was writing a new set. I
still love that bio story where you sent your whole biography into
I
someone.
said that on here, didn't I? And then I ended up just not having a plan B, and then I just sort of kept. It was weird, really, because I just never knew, because I fell into it at uni. I just followed a girl to uni, a friend of mine, and then it turned out that the course at uni had a stand-up comedy module in it, which and then I was off my head because I had problems, and then I turned up, and then everyone was like, "Are you ready for the stand-up comedy assessment?" And I was like, "The what?" And I was drinking gin out of an Evian bottle, and then this guy, I said, "I don't know what to do," and then this guy goes, "Tell the story you told at the pub the other day about how you died twice," and that's what I did.
And that's how you got into comedy.
And then the head of drama was like, "You're an absolute disaster, but like, you're really good at that." And it was mental because I told a story that was about like I tried to kill myself, that I died, and it was like this massive story. My appendix burst on a dance floor, so it was all really tough times. And then people at uni didn't like me, and then I've made them laugh, and now everyone wants to speak to me and thinks I'm great. And then the head of drama, then because I'd only been to like 6 lessons in the year, she come to me to the doctors, got me extenuating circumstances to say I was an alcoholic, and then I got into the second year, and if she hadn't have done that, I would have just be seen as a dropout. And but she she took such a chance in me. Yeah, and like she was wonderful. Yeah,
but she must have seen the potential within.
Yeah,
the shiny diamond inside the gin.
I remember being on a school trip when I was young. Like we went to France, and it was like a shit school trip. But I remember going into the room of all the like popular girls who didn't like me and telling a funny story, and them all like pissing themselves. And I remember thinking, this is amazing. I remember thinking, like, I would love to be able to do this.
Yeah, I think I just like, since I can do it, I'm quite good at being funny, so I'll just try and make money.
Yeah, so you did comedy because you did a course with someone else.
Yeah. I did a course with somebody else. They were going anyway, put me in. And I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy, but I was too scared to do it. I was at the fear of failure. And even like, it took me about 6 years to find my voice and then to not have an absolute nervous breakdown. If I did a gig, I'd have to have the day off from work because I'd be like insane. I couldn't do anything, so I could concentrate. If you was doing 5 minutes, I was like, But then I see some comedians and they are shit and they've got so much confidence. And I think, why? Who's done this? Who's helped you become this deranged? It's mums.
Yeah, but our mums are nice, so maybe that doesn't work actually. But then, so when you say you found your voice, because I always think, how could your voice not be your voice? Because it's so you.
No, but I mean, like, who I am on stage. When I first started going, Maureen Younger was like my kind of mentor, like really helped me to do stuff. And I kind of, Maureen tells jokes in a like that's kind of like, she's got a formulated joke, punchline, formulated joke. That was very good. And so I kind of started doing not jokes like her, but in that style. And then I was like, hang on a minute, I like to tell random stories. And once I'd worked that out and what I wanted to talk about, but it is good sometimes to not copy someone, but go, I kind of like that, what you're doing, just to give me a footing. And did a gig with her the other day. She was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. She was great.
I think with comedy, if you're a person who's told a funny story at a party and made people laugh, you can do that on stage. You can make people laugh.
I've seen men in pubs go, "Oh, should be a comedian," and I think you should be in prison. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, not them, but a nice woman.
A nice woman.
Only if you're a nice woman, take that advice. If you're a nice man, if you're a nasty man, don't.
Nasty man.
But I just think, I guess that's what I mean. It's like, if you feel like you can tell a story to like 3 people, then you can definitely get the confidence to do it.
I think your brain has to be wide. I think different
Yeah.
comedy, like puns, like I can't do puns and like play on words. I can't do that. But like some people's brains are wired for that. I just find it interesting.
I thought you had to do that. I thought you had to like write proper jokes and puns, and I sort of did that with my first show a bit. And then that's what you mean about finding your voice.
And also working
Now
out
I've realised-
like if not inflictions. What's it called in your voice?
Inflections.
Inflections. Sometimes you can just get a laugh from just going, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, and then you'll be doing a joke, and then suddenly a joke that's been an absolute banker will just stop working
because you're saying it ever so slightly.
Yeah,
different.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll do. I'm going home.
No, you're not.
I am going now.
Fine.
Bye. Oh,
So in conclusion,
oh yeah.
thank you
do that.
for there's been a few reviews, and can you please doing that? Can you please keep doing that, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's been very lovely. So keep liking, sharing, subscribing.
Yes, and we've got a website now, so you can just submit your questions, and you can. So if you just go to socialmoths.co.uk, that's it. The form is there. Just send it in, and it will come through to us. We really appreciate it.
And thank you, Flo.
Yeah, the mothballers.
The Mothballers.
Yeah.
And for your
Yeah.
question, I hope it, even though it wasn't a faux pas, that it's been useful.
Flo,
In fact, we haven't answered the question, have we?
she wanted to know what our jobs were. I worked in
Oh.
Woolworths. I didn't do very well.
And
that was
what
it.
she, I used to because I lived by a park, and then people would walk past and they'd go, "Which way's the park?" And I'd go, "The park's that way. Woolworths is that way."
Right.
You know what I miss? Sour apple fizzy laces from Woolworths. Do you remember them?
You can still get them in bags from somewhere.
They'd have. I once got a pick a mix. There was a fingernail in it.
Socialmoths.co.uk.
I'd say just do
Just do comedy. Message me or Harriet or Amy on Instagram. We'll help you. Where
Yeah,
do you
you
live?
just need to find an open mic and do a 5-minute spot. That's how you
Or
start.
do a comedy course, but not that one where you have to get 700 people to buy a ticket.
Oh yeah, don't do ultra. I'd say if you can get to Birmingham, do James Cook's one.
Yeah, James Cook's comedy
That's what
course.
these bastards did.
Very good.
I didn't do a course because
She's just got it, baby.
I only did, look, I did a 1-day
got
course.
it.
That's it.
She's living.
I'm
There's
livid.
nothing wrong with doing
I
a
am
course.
I'll donkey
fuming.
punch you.
Oh, yeah, I'll donkey punch you in the... I'll clitonate you. Wee-ya! Right,
So
bye.
wait, stop. So you're probably the social butterfly.
Oh, yeah, I'll have that.
Okay.
All right then.
I watched WrestleMania and I kick people in the clit or punch them in the fanny. What am I doing? Bye-bye.
Bye.
She's off her head.